I think I'd be a really different person if Pete weren't in our lives. And I think I wouldn't be as sensitive. I wouldn't know that I have the strength that I do have. I wouldn't know the degree that I can love and take care. I mean, I think it'd be fine, but it wouldn't be this very big all or nothing kind of a existence. It's really, I mean, it's really very deep. I was in a different universe. I was totally living in a different universe, and the rest of the population hadn't yet populated that universe. So we were pretty alone, and that makes it very hard and scary, really, really scary. Here we had this child who had some real difficulties, and nobody was helping us really pull it together. Some people were minimizing it, and some professionals. And, you know, I was just always with this sense of unease. What is going on? What is happening with him? And I sought out other doctors, and I said, he doesn't feel pain. You know, he's falling all the time, and he doesn't really feel it. And I got some snotty doctors, and I got some glib doctors, and I got some really caring guys who said, I really don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's going on. And finally, we went to see a new pediatrician who had one other child, who's now 38, with FD, and he had the suspicion, and he sent us to Dr. Axelrod. So Pete was 7, but we'd had a long, crazy history prior to that. We had promised Pete that he'd be able to go to spring training this spring. Back in the fall, I wouldn't have told you how that was going to work, but we did it. We really did it. And he was able to walk when he wasn't in the wheelchair and when he wasn't other places and we weren't carrying oxygen and stuff, but we were able to do it. And that was, I mean, that was really huge. And I always have this saying that I say to him, and it's like you just never, 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 never give up. You just can't give up. And then periodically we get a good day, and I say, see? That's why you can't give up. I have a long-standing relationship with both the center and the foundation, and I guess they're sort of in a way like a family with all the good and bad stuff of a family, because I really feel that Dr. Axelrod has really been there at times that are some of the most desperate. Pete had a very dramatic near drowning when he was 8 at a local pool, because he can be out there like a lot of sort of normal kids, but it was exceedingly hot, and he had played baseball in the morning, and he was dehydrated, and they pulled his little lifeless body out of the pool, and in his little Nike shorts, and I mean, I couldn't believe it, and I kept saying, I have to go call his doctor. And people are looking at me on a Saturday, you're calling his doctor? You're never going to reach his doctor. Well, I did. And she was able to speak with the doctors at Children's Hospital where it was airlifted before they did whatever, and avoided certain medications and did some other things and knew what to look for. And they put him into a coma-like state, and then he woke up at night, and his first words he mouthed, because he had tubes everywhere, with, "Who won the game?" It was the Phillies. They also said they had given him some directions like, okay, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And those directions might not compute, so I wasn't concerned about that. But when he mouthed, "Who won the game?" I knew that he was going to be okay. Oh my God, he is so special. He is just the kindest, sweetest, most generous spirit. He just has. These kids have no guile. They're not mean. I mean, if anything, he's still sort of naive and loving and giving. And I didn't know that I could give this much. I mean, I just didn't know that I could do that. And I mean, it's really wonderful. It's awful, but it's wonderful. And I just feel so desperately sorry when he's ill. Life is totally uncertain. And everybody's life is uncertain. We really know that. But this one stares you in the face and reminds you every minute that there's chaos just waiting right out over the edge. That then, I guess, brings out the best things, that there's such love and there's such devotion and there's such caring that you just never knew you had it in you.